This conference will now be recorded.
Great. So, hi everyone. Welcome to this session once again, and thank you for taking out time on a Sunday evening. Uh, to start off, I've been seeing a lot of buzz in the group around the new change which TIS has done. Apparently, till last year, if a course used to have, say, 60 seats, they would demarcate them, basis the reservation for different categories, say like 48 to 50% will go for general category. You will have another 27% going for one category, and so on. So out of say 60 seats, if 30 seats were left for general, or say if 20 some 12 15 seats were there for any particular category, how any course at TIS typically rolls out the calls is they will call people on the basis of say 1 is to 5 or 1 is to 6. Usually 1 is to 6 is the ratio in which they will call you. Anywhere between 1 is to 5 to 1 is to 6 will be the ratio. So if 60 seats are there, they will be calling total of say 300 people for the next round, which earlier, since they were doing the demarcation based on the categories initially itself. So maybe if say 30 seats were for general, so 150 people will be called from general, and they will have a different cutoff. Then say around 75 to 80 people are called from OBC, they will have a different cutoff. Similarly, people being called from SC, they basis the number of seats which were coming to them basis the reservation out of 60, they will be calling in the proportion of 1 is to 5. So general used to have a different cutoff, OBC will have a different cutoff, your EWS category will have a different cutoff, your SC will have a different cutoff, and so on. Now with the new pattern which they have said that they are going to consider reservation only in the second stage, where they are going to talk about the final conversion, that makes situation slightly dicey. My suggestion to you is, uh, don't be bothered a lot about whatever change has been done. Yes, for now, this change will bother slightly those people. So no, this change will slightly bother if you are from say a non-general category. It might bother a bit because for reserved categories, the cutoff may go higher if this thing stands and does not change in next couple of weeks. I'm pretty sure that there are going to be a lot of people who are going to challenge this. There is nothing unconstitutional, as some of you posted about some Instagram post, but typically because of a lot of political control on a lot of universities in India, even the masters universities, they followed those kind of processes which were ideally as per the constitution applicable majorly for the bachelor's things. So anyway, if that changes, it's not something which anyone from any of the categories should bother a lot. You should tweak your preparation accordingly. Yes, Udesha. If you are from EWS category but you clear general cutoff, you will be considered in general. Otherwise, you will be considered in EWS. That is how it works for SC, ST, OBC also. So if a OBC candidate clears the general cutoff, he will be considered in the general list. If not, then will be considered in the OBC list. So that's how it works for every category. Now, what I was talking about is, yes, reservation of seats will apply to all courses. All courses in TES have reservations basis the Government of India regulations. Now, there is no course which does not have any reservations. All the courses have reservation. Now, coming to this, how it changes is, Bhavya, I will just come to the cutoffs part. Just give me 2 more minutes. So, see how this current situation changes things is. Now, suppose say if I talk about a course, say with 72 marks as cutoff or 70 marks as cutoff, typically uh, the highest of all the categories cutoffs, will control the situation for you. So, for example, if earlier the cutoff was getting high only for say general category, because say if general categories cutoff was around 72 for a course, the SC cutoff for us for the similar course will be somewhere between 55 to 60. So there was a variation. Now what this does is this will reduce the cutoff by 1 or 2 marks for general category, but it will increase the cutoff significantly for say SC/ST category. OBC anyway used to have just 2 or 3 marks difference, so they will not feel that much issue. Similarly, EWS also used to have just 1 or 2 marks difference. So that will, but this is majorly going to hurt people from SC and ST categories, because for them the cutoff will increase steeply unless this thing is changed and they go back to the previous year process itself, in the sense of calling out, giving you out the calls for the next phase. But if they continue with what they have proposed right now, the cutoff may drop by 1 or 2 marks for general. It will drop off, but because now the cutoff will be same for everyone, it will not be dependent on category, it will be same for everyone. So in that case, the overall cutoff, say for a course used to be 72, the new cutoff will be say somewhere between 69 to 70, and which this means is for people from reserved categories, the cutoff will look higher to them. If you are from general category, you may feel that the cutoff is reduced by 1 or 2 marks. That is going to be the impact of the new process which they have shared. Again, I'm saying it comes with a caveat that they are not forced to change this and roll it back in next few weeks, because there is going to be a lot of pressure by different groups to change this, because of the kind of socio-economic situation in India and how it is very politically relevant, and how it becomes an issue around your public perception, and public anger, by certain groups. This is something which is not just a professional decision taken by a particular university in a country like India. It has a lot of other factors. So if they continue with this, you can expect the cutoff for every course to come down by 1 or 2 marks, if I compare it with say the general cutoff for the respective course for the last year. If they roll it back, then it will be similar to last year. So that is my view on cutoffs. I am pretty sure that most of you who would know a bit of calculations of cutoffs, you will also agree with this, that this is how it will look at a very broad level, and all of you would agree to that. Now, how does this impact your preparation? So Ayushi, for TISPAT there is no cutoff. I will come to that. For TISPAT, TISMAT, there is no cutoff. Whatever marks you get in TISPAT, TISMAT, etc., it gets into a composite score calculation with a weighted average, and your TISPAT or TISMAT score will have 40% weightage. A composite score will be calculated. Basis that composite score, they will find out that how many people are getting seats in general category. Then they will prepare a separate list for OBC candidates. They will prepare a different list for SC/ST candidates, and so on. What does is, now if say earlier, basis, because they were doing this multiplication part earlier, and say if 90 students of SC were getting the calls, now maybe only 10 would get the call. Now in that case, there will be seats which will go vacant if they are not filled by the general category and all, so, and which they cannot fill as per the Government of India rules. So this process is a very complicated one. I'm not sure why have they introduced, because this puts up a threat of seats going unfilled for the institute. Yes, TISPAT is always course specific. HRM and ODCL students, if you have applied for HRM and ODCL, there is no TISPAT. For them there will be TISMAT. If you are from any other course apart from HRM and ODCL, you will have a TISPAT exam. TISPAT exam is course specific. Typically, the TISPAT exam consists of they giving you one short essay to write, or they will give you a couple of passages around your course subject, and they will ask you some questions basis that. So, for example, if say you have applied for uh, women studies, they can give you 3 topics around women studies, and they can ask you to write a short essay on any 1 or 2 of them. Similarly, they can give you one RC based on women studies, and they can ask you 3 or 4 questions based that, or they can give you certain MCQ questions around say psychology in a psychology course, or say in a social epidemiology course. They can give you a few MCQs, a short essay, and an RC to do. That's what your TISPAT constitutes of. Don't worry, we help you with your TISPAT preparation also. We provide you mock tests of TISPAT, but that is only done for people who get the PI call every year. So don't worry, we will help you prepare with that. OPI is again
Hello.
conducted separately for each course. OPI, just because they have made it online, they have introduced the word O. Otherwise, it is PI only. We are talking about personal interview here. Personal interview is course specific. If you get calls from 3 courses, you get to appear for 3 personal interviews. Khushi, it is
Hello.
MCQ or not, it depends upon course to course. Once you will get the call, then they will tell you that for your particular course from which you have got the call, whether it is MCQ or whether it is a short essay or whether it is a combination of essay, MCQ, and passage, that will come at that point of time. They don't disclose it right now. A fresher cannot apply for ODCL. It's not ODLC, it is ODCL. A fresher cannot apply for ODCL. You need to have minimum of 2 years of experience to apply for ODCL. Okay, now people, in terms of your strategy for next couple of months, if you have not started to take mock tests yet, no, there is no specific work experience, just any work experience, any full-time paid work experience of at least 2 years is what you require. No, testnet pattern is same. Testnet pattern is same. There is no change. Don't confuse with anything in changes in the testnet pattern. There is no change, but yes, there is one observation which I have made, that last year they specifically specified that 14 marks will be the cutoff of GK section. This time they have not specified that 14 marks will be the cutoff of GK section. So maybe there is no cutoff for GK this time, but let's anyway, if you have to get the call, you need to score good 20-25 marks in GK. So let's do not take GK lightly and focus on it. Yes, so Pratik, this time TISMAT will not happen on the same day. Earlier, TISMAT happened for all the students who appeared for TISNET. If you have applied for HRM ODCL on the same day, but this time it will happen only once you have got the call, basis your TISNET score.
Hello.
Okay. Thank you, Mansi. Maybe I skipped it. So is it mentioned as 14 only? Perfect.
Hello.
Yes, so everyone who is applying for HRM and ODCL, there is no need to do TISMAT mocks right now. You can keep your TISMAT mocks to do it later on once you get the calls. Apart from HRM and ODCL, the other course which you should apply is the analytics course, Shivam. Sean, that is what I deciphered earlier. Now that is what I'm saying, that suppose they call 500 people or say 300 people without any classification basis the category. They called top 300 people who applied for say X course. Now these 300 people will be from different categories. They would have filled their categories in the form, but right now they have been called without any foundation or without any consideration of category. Now once you are done with your TISMAT or TISPAT and you are done with your PIE, every one of you is going to get a composite score. Now, when they are preparing the list basis this composite score, at that point of time, they will only give conversion to top 30 students from general, because only 30 seats are there for general in say a course with 60 seats. Now, doesn't matter if out of those top 300 who got the call, 290 were from general, but only 30 will get the convert. This is the issue with the entire process which they have introduced, because now what it will mean is they cannot fill SC and OBC seats with general category students, but this is something they will end up having seats left vacant, because there is a definite thing that there is a reason that the SC cutoff is low, because somehow because of whatever reasons, I'm not getting into the debate for reasons, but their cutoffs are slightly low because the difference in the average marks which they score vis-a-vis a general category student is different. So typically, if I will call flat top 300 students, it is very sure I'm going to have very less SC and OBC students. So how will I fill my seats? So this is how the inference of the last line is there, Sean. Out of 300 students, even if 290 are general, I will only give convert to 30 students in general. TISNET and TISMAT are not on the same day this time, Neha. They used to be earlier, but now the TISNET will only be conducted for everyone, and even TISMAT needs to be given later on once you get the call. Yes, Ayushi, there is a waiting list, but waiting list is only for the final convert. It is not for the initial shortlist. Bhavya, the number of calls are usually in the ratio of 1:6. So if say now the seats have reduced, the number of calls will reduce accordingly, which will mean that the cutoff will go high. Yes, Padmalya. Bhavya, it is very difficult to predict, but if say number of seats have reduced by this much, expect that the cutoff will go up by 4 to 5 marks. So expect that this year it will be somewhere between 56 to 56 to 60. Public policy average package is around 6 to 7. Globalization and labor decent course 9 to 10 average package. Analytics course someone asked 11 to 12. HRM 16 plus. ODCL 12 to 13. Khushi, if seats have reduced, if the seats have reduced from 85 to 20, then I am telling you a general scenario that the cutoff will fall. But if seats also get reduced for any course, then the cutoff will go up. Na? It's simple because at the end of the day, my number of calls will not be more than 1:6. So if my seats have reduced from last year for any course, the cutoff will go up. Padmalya, if they don't roll back what they have said right now, then the cutoff for HRM and LR could be expected to be somewhere between 69 to 70 as compared to 72 last year. So it will fall down by 1 or 2 marks. Women studies average package is 5 to 6 Gargi. Development studies again 6 to 7. Cutoff for analytics will be somewhere between 65 to 68. Guys, for number of seats, please check on the website. I do not, there are so many courses, I don't remember the seats of all the courses. Please check out on the website for the number of seats. Let's focus on those queries where you need my help. For factual questions, you don't need my help at what are the number of seats in any course. Hospital administration, I'll tell you for anyone who's planning to apply for hospital administration, there is a very poor feedback of hospital administration course, even from the students who are doing this course right now from the institute. There is a very poor feedback for hospital administration. Try to not put it at your top two priorities. If you want to apply for hospital, apply it at third. Hospital administration, not 100% placements, and the average package is around 6 to 7. Vinisha, I was saying that test mat mocks which we are providing you, you can keep them for now and you can take them later on. I was going to talk about mock tests, but then suddenly everyone started to throw queries around cutoffs and packages. So I just held my sentence up on the strategy for next 2 months. If everyone could give me some time, I could first talk about the strategy for next 2 months rather than just the cutoffs and the salaries. They always had weighted method for score computation. It was always the weighted average in the final stage. It was never that it was just one. It was at least two or three components every year in past also. So there is no change there. They always use composite score. So there is no change over there. Now, just before I talk about next 2 months, Hospital administration, as I said, it's a very poor feedback from the current students who are doing this course, even, and this poor feedback continues for last 2 to 3 years. So ideally, try to not put hospital administration as your first choice. Applied psychology placements are good. No, it's somewhere between 7 to 8. Media and cultural studies 6 to 7. Public health again 6 to 7. See, most of these courses around public health and social work, they will give you packages anywhere between 6 to 7, because that's the standard CTC for these kind of profiles outside. Highest package course is HRM, where the average package is more than 16 lakhs, followed by ODCL, where the average package would be in the range of 13 to 14 lakhs. Odesha, please check for eligibility criteria on the website, but I believe even a non-engineer can apply for analytics. After ODCL, globalization and labor or analytics. Ideally, I will say apply for analytics, because analytics as a course, as a skill, has a very huge demand in the upcoming days. Psychology, Sejal, 6 to 7. Ideally, I've met even people who have got up to 8 in psychology. We are again, I will share the link of cutoffs of last year for all the courses in the group. Please go to the cutoff list, and you can expect the cutoffs to be down by 1 or 2 marks with relation to general cutoffs. Let's not just ask cutoffs here. I will share with you the cutoffs article. I have shared it earlier also in the group. I will share it again in the group, and you can go through that. Women's studies course is very good, Gargi. It's one of the strong courses at this. If you overlook the package thing, in terms of the potential, in terms of the opportunities, women's studies course at this is very good. It opens up lots of doors for you. But if you will talk about package, it will be somewhere around 6 to 7. Deepika, I will always suggest put public health above, because it gives you a broader scope as compared to women and children, which limit your scope. Now, I'm going to talk about next 2 months first. I'm not going to respond to any other query till then, before having talked about next 2 months. First of all, if you have not started to take mock tests yet, I request all of you to take at least one mock test. If you are yet to start taking full-length mock test, I am talking about full-length mock test. Please take 1 or 2 full-length mock tests in next few days if you are yet to start, so that you get to know where you stand as of today. This is very important for us when we are 2 months away from the exam. It's very important for us to know where we are standing. And the best way to do that is not that how much you have covered in the syllabus. You might have covered 100% syllabus, you might have covered 50% syllabus. But how much will you score if you take the actual exam today is what you should know first. Second, once you identify this, then you need to come up with a plan basis the topics, basis the sections you find that even today you are facing a lot of challenge, or where you are finding a lot of comfort. Doing this analysis is very important. If you are not able to do it yourself, you can share your scores with me, and I will help you out. But point is, at this point of time, you should know where you are standing as of today first. Second, start focusing on GK a lot. GK will be the decider in this case, especially if this current pattern continues, where the cutoffs for non-general category will go up. If you find it difficult to ramp up in maths or English, GK is the area where you can do that. For GK, you don't need anything super extra. You just need to keep on studying. So please focus a lot on GK. Before you complete anything else, please ensure that you have completed geography, history, polity, social and economic issues, and fact sheets from July onwards. These are the most important ones, followed by ebooks like Arts, Dance, Culture, Tribes, your terror organizations, books and authors, sports. July onwards is what you should first complete, Padmalya. Yes. In the maths part, if you are facing any difficulty in arithmetic, first address it. In next few weeks, you should be very good with your arithmetic and DI. It's okay if you want to leave rest of the maths. I am okay with that. But you cannot go to TISNET without being very good with arithmetic and DI. So arithmetic and DI will be the key in the maths part. In your English part, vocabulary is going to be the key. Please go through both the vocabulary ebooks in your course. Once they are done, then you can just Google GRE Barron high frequency word list and go through those word lists as well. So vocabulary will be the key for TISNET in English section because vocabulary saves you a lot of time. But vocabulary is also a high risk thing because you either know it or you don't know it. So practice as many words as possible, first through the two ebooks in the course and then through GRE Barron high frequency word list. Next thing, start taking one mock test every week from here. In entire December, take at least 4 to 5 mock tests. In January, take one mock test every 3 to 4 days. This is very important. Now you cannot continue to study for 2 to 3 weeks without taking a mock. December, every person should be taking at least one mock test every week. January, one mock test every 3 to 4 days. This has to be the part of your study plan now on, because after every 1 week of study you should be able to see whether you have improved in the mock test or not, because that is something which is going to help you to continuously refine your study plan and refine the approach, refine the list of topics on which you should be focusing on. Because what happens a lot of times is you may think that I've completed this topic and I'm very good with it, but you end up never solving its question in the mock test. So you should be able to be very confident of this. Ideal score, if you are looking for HRM and ODCL, see, basis the past trends, I have seen that whenever students have scored 65 plus in our mock tests, they have always cleared HRM cutoff. And say so say 68 plus, and if say so 65 plus is a super safe score. GK topics, Upasna: history, geography, polity, social and economic issues, and fact sheets from last 6 months, that is July onwards. For GK, the material which we have provided you, that plus the live GK sessions which we do, plus the GK questions which we are giving you in mock tests, everything put together will suffice. Plus GK topic tests in your course. GK ebooks, GK topic tests, GK live sessions, GK questions in mocks. This will suffice. So people, arithmetic and DI will be the key. Do not leave any of these for the exam. Vocabulary is the most important for English. If you are already strong with vocabulary, then RCs hold the key also. Then in general knowledge, I have told you. Padmalya, 80 will be too tough to score in the mocks, to be honest. But yes, if you do, very good. But if you do very good, but what I would say is, even if say you are able to score 70 plus throughout in the mocks, you are super safe. Yes, RS Agrawal will suffice for arithmetic and DI. Chandan, RCs, go through the course videos, go through the RC tests in the course. Plus, if you have any English book like Sujit Kumar and all, prepare practice RCs from there. Shibashish, unfortunately in LR there is no topic which has high weightage. All the topics give you 1 to 2 questions in the exam. So whether it be alphanumeric series, numeric series, data sufficiency, family tree, uh, statement, assumption, conclusion, all these topics will have one question each. So you cannot put that this particular topic in LR is important. In LR, usually the distribution is very even. Geometry and number system, why are you even studying, Ronit, for test? You don't need to study number system at all for test. In geometry, just do basic area and parameter, that is the mensuration part. You don't need to do geometry for tests. At least as per the trend of last 5 years, they don't ask you typical circles or trapezium or parallelogram or remainder theorem. They don't ask you those kind of questions. Very basic LCM HCF will come. Very basic area parameter questions will come. R.S. Agrawal Uddeshya. R.S. Agrawal is the best book. R.S. Agrawal verbal and non-verbal reasoning book. Trigonometry is not much important for testnet Bhavya. You can skip it. Max to max one question. And that too very rare. Yes, Arun Sharma level 1 will suffice for maths Hilol. Arun Sharma level 1 will suffice. Deepika, sure. I will just check out what all I have not shared and I will share in the group. Do you all now understand that how you should be approaching your next 2 months and what should be the mock frequency and why is it important and why how you should be analyzing every mock test after taking so that you can continuously refine your preparation approach? Gargi, as I said, just do arithmetic and DI. Just do arithmetic and DI, Gargi. Don't do any other topic. Just do arithmetic and DI in a way that you can solve them 100% correct. Any more questions, anyone? For cutoffs, don't worry. I will share with you the cutoffs in the group in the link and you can go through it. So don't worry about cutoffs and packages and all. I will share those articles in the group. Yes, for now, TISMAT PDFs are what you can skip. But just go through business awareness ebook still because you never know if any questions come in TISNET GK from business awareness. Urvi, you can message me one-to-one on WhatsApp your profile and I can tell you. TIS Hyderabad is good. TIS Hyderabad is good, Karunik. Guwahati is average, I would say, but TIS Hyderabad is a good place to be there if you get a course over there. So don't worry. Sandeep, to become a minister, you need to join a political party. It's independent of what you have studied. Yes, Chandan, focus only on TISNET. Neha, try to, if since you have a college also, try to give 2 to 3 hours daily on a weekday and 6 to 7 hours on weekends. Anamika, I will share this list in the group. But Malya, courses are independent of the campus. So if a course is good, it will be good in Hyderabad also. Pankaj, you can send me your query one-to-one on WhatsApp and I can help you out. Any personal profile related queries, you can send me on WhatsApp and I will help you out. Okay. Any more queries, anyone? Do you understand that what is the current selection process now? And if there is no rollback of this, how the cutoffs might impact? And if it is rollback, then definitely we all know it's going to be like Jaspreet, I guess they have already put up the date of examination on the website. Nishi, it's good. It's good. Definitely Mumbai's psychology course is the best. But otherwise also Chennai's psychology course is not bad. Okay, perfect. Gargi, if you are going to a college or you are working somewhere, then 2 to 3 hours on weekdays and 7 to 8 hours or 6 to 7 hours on weekends is important. Yes, Vanshika, with 10 plus years of experience, apply for ODCL first. If your work ex is more than 5 years, apply for ODCL at a higher priority. Bhupen, as I said, arithmetic and DI. Leave everything else. Do not study anything else in maths. Just do arithmetic and DI. But do them in a way where you get 100% questions correct. While filling the form, they will ask you the preference order. The new pattern of the written examination is same. There is no change. Prathma, I have shared it earlier also in the group. I will share it again. I will share the link of that article where I put up the topics along with their weightage. I will share it with you. I will share in the groups again. Yes, Neha, I will share it in group 2 also. Ronit, for you, I will say prefer ODCL and analytics more than HRM, because unless your experience of 5.5 years is in HRM, the course may not benefit you. Raghu, yes, almost 1 month. Okay, I will share the links of cutoffs and the links of packages of different courses and the link of topic wise weightage in both the testnet groups. Okay, so don't worry on that front. Vanshika, if your work experience is around 10 years, then going for HRM will not make sense. Shivashish, it's both are okay, but still, I'll say analytics is a better course for you. Two testnet groups because one WhatsApp group got filled, so we created another WhatsApp group. That's it, nothing else. Ronit, if your work experience is 5.5 years with all of it in finance, I will say that ODCL is a better course you should try. Yes, Gargi, you can message me one-to-one on WhatsApp for any queries you have. Great. So any more queries, or we will end it here today, and I will send you these 3 articles which you all have asked. Give me some time. I will share it in the WhatsApp groups, and Tisbam, I will check and let you know, Kushi. Yes, Richa, you need to apply separately for 2 courses in different campuses. Vanshika, see, switching is not tough. What I'm saying is, companies will not prefer from the placement perspective, they will not prefer someone with 10 plus years of experience in non-HRM field. So, so you will find that some of the companies where you want to get as an HRM candidate, they are not available to you. But otherwise you can always switch. That's not an issue. But the preference which you will get from companies for ODCL course, you will not get that in HRM, is what I mean to say. Yes, Gargi, videos and tests are enough. Okay, great. So I will share these 3 links in the group. I guess I have answered quite a few of your queries. In case anything is left, you can feel free to ping me one-to-one on WhatsApp, and I will help you out with your queries. If not immediately, I will certainly reply within few hours. Okay, great. So thank you everyone for joining. Wish you all the best. Let's ace the exam. And we are here to help you out both in phase 1 and phase 2 of the selection process. Don't worry at all. We will be there with you at every stage. Okay, great. Thank you, everyone. Yes, even if you are starting your preparation now, you can clear the examination. There is no need to worry. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.